Good morning, everyone, and happy birthday, baby Jesus. Merry Christmas, everyone. 2024. We're almost through this year, y'all. Are you ready to start saying 2025? I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready to start saying 2025 or not. I feel like there's probably some of y'all that aren't doing anything this morning for Christmas, really, besides being there alone. So, I figured we'll give you a chance to come hang out with this guy. One of yous are in here. Enforcer, good morning. Merry Christmas. How are you doing today? Charles Mining, good morning. Merry Christmas. Hit, good morning. Merry Christmas. Hit, you all's packages, YouTube, your packages are going out after the Christmas holidays. I don't want to sit your stuff at the post office. Don't get me wrong, I love my post office people. I think they're awesome. But we know that, yeah, packages just get stuck during Christmas time because they got a lot of packages. Miss Jennifer, Merry Christmas. Glad to see your smile this morning. Kit, I'm just glad you're doing good. I was really worried about you. Merry Christmas, Charles Mining. I appreciate you. So, Miss Idaho, we said good morning, Merry Christmas. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you, Miss Jennifer, for being in here. Y'all are my Christmas. So, see? Well, Kit, I was just worried about you, man. I'm glad you're above water still. Holy cow. All them storms. Grilling and chilling. Oh, we appreciate you grilling and chilling. No, spend time with your kiddos. I just popped this up so that you guys, spend time together or have a place you come hang out. Hello from North Carolina. Mr. Jack, did your wife get the one set of flowers yesterday? Please tell us they got the flowers delivered. I had people asking me last night. I didn't know what to tell them. I was like, I don't know. Merry Christmas to you. Enforcer says, I can't believe I'm the first one in here. Well, Enforcer, I appreciate you. Congratulations. Hey, Enforcer, being you were the first one in here, make sure you send me an email. I'm going to send you something cool. So I'm not going to have on the camera this go around. I'm just going to hang out with you some this morning, but then I'll get my stuff together and I'll pop up later and we're going to do some giveaways. And I know that I've got a whatnot show scheduled because it's Wednesday. And thank God I schedule it for after church hours because if not, I wouldn't be able to sell anything. I have an issue with selling things, well, during God's time. I, what I consider what should be God's time, which is church hours for sure. All the time should be God's time, but I mean, your time to worship Him, I don't want to interfere with that. So that's why my Sunday and Wednesday auctions are after church hours. Are you kidding, Mr. Jack? I sent you an email to call me yesterday. Well, I'm sorry, sir. You gotta. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the flowers didn't get delivered, which means, well, I get to make a phone call tomorrow that's going to be really uncomfortable for those people. They didn't have no problem charging my bank. I know that they got paid, so hmm, I just can't figure out. I just can't figure out it's hump day, right? Well, Enforcer, your hump day was scheduled around Coining Around, and then he went live all day yesterday, which, yeah, normally Tuesday would have been my day, so your day is kind of threw off. You think it's hump day. It would, I mean, your hump day was yesterday, right? Coining Around was on for, God, I don't know, 9 hours. So that's probably where you got threw off at. Merry Christmas, Yamba Gary. I can't turn you blue, but welcome in. It's nice to meet you. Merry Christmas. Gumbo Gary. Nice to meet you, Gary. Merry Christmas. Get $15 in free. Miss Jennifer, please tell me at least you got your milkshake. I think MJ just woke up. She's alive. I hear somebody out there moving. Oh, hey, Merry Christmas, MJ. I don't even know if she can hear me. I had my room pretty soundproof going out. I can hear everything outside of here. But I try to fix it where you can't hear me out there because I'm always in here screaming. But I got a mic thing here in my room that's hooked up to a security camera so I can hear everything else out there. Oh, I don't know. I thought you were telling me thank you for saying Merry Christmas. I don't know, Jennifer. Well, I thought you were just telling me thank you for saying Merry Christmas, but you're welcome. I appreciate everything you do for all of us and for everyone else. You're always dropping everyone's links and all the modding you do over there in the resale community. It don't go unnoticed. You do a lot of stuff, so I appreciate it. Drop your email, Jeff. Oh my gosh, my email is right up there at the top of the thing. Someone yesterday was like, "Hey, I need you to drop your email." This is the thing, y'all. I'm on my phone. I can't type in the chat per se. I guess I can. Hold on. This is gonna be it's a real pain in the butt, but I got you. Hold on. Y'all, my email has been the same since you met me. I don't know how all y'all don't have it memorized by now. There it is. Same email that it's been for the last 4 years. CrumplerJeff006 at gmail.com. That is a 006. That is not an 00. If you send it to 006, well, it'll end up in one of them fraudulent accounts that some lame-o has set up trying to cipher money off my channel. So that's how that works. You could go ahead and send an email to that email address, CrumplerJeff006, but I wouldn't suggest it because, well, the FBI and some other agencies are watching that email because, yeah, they've already shut down the PayPals to it. I don't know if I'd want to be on that list of names they're watching that sent anything to that email. So you might want to send it to the right email, which would be crumplerjeff006 at gmail.com. I would not suggest sending things to the wrong email at this point because those emails are definitely under investigation for being tied to fraudulent PayPal accounts. Kit, that's crazy, ain't it? So, Kit, actually, you've been coming on my channel for 4 years. What they count as the 3 years is the 3 years since I've been monetized, right? Because we started this deal in 2021, December 2021. So, I mean, yeah, this would be year four. Did you answer your question about this and that? Is she okay? I did talk to Miss Annette some yesterday, and I got a Merry Christmas early this morning. But I'm up till like 3 or 4 in the morning, so I got a Merry Christmas at like 1 something. So she's still with us. She's just not well, and today's Christmas, so I'm assuming she's probably up with the little guy and her daughter and them doing Christmas. I hope, but just keep her in your prayers because she's yeah. Alice Adams, Merry Christmas, and much love to you. Many blessings. We appreciate you. I know. Just Miss Jennifer, y'all just pray for her. You know, that's all we can do is pray for each other, right? And she's just having a real struggle trying to shake this cold that she's had for months now. Every time she starts to get better, she gets worse. So just keep praying for her. I know I miss her when she's not in here, huh? So did anybody get anything super great today? I'm gonna open up a Christmas present with y'all here after a while. I got a Christmas present underneath my tree, and it's from Miss Sue H. And I was told that I should wait until Christmas to open it because, well, like the only package I have under my tree. So that was a blessing. I'm getting, I'm getting watched already, Jeff. I'm a big drug dealer, so I'm getting watched already. Are you posted? I can see them. Oh my goodness. Huh? Enforcer. Enforcer, if you're seeing shit out your window, that means you need to go talk to your dealer. He's been giving you too much cut. Nope, no money to do anything. It's okay, Charles. You ain't got to have money to do anything. Trust me, I'm not selling anything on here today. Baby Jesus' birthday. I don't think he'd be very happy if people were selling stuff on his birthday. Trust me, I prayed for those channels that were selling stuff on his pre-birthday and all the way through the eve of his birthday. I hope God has a special touch to give them. You know what I mean? I hope this morning they woke up and like the best presents they had coming were broken when they opened them up because that's what they deserve for just absolutely not recognizing the Lord's birthday and not, yeah. I feel like if you're out there collecting money on God's birthday or during, the daytime hours of Wednesday and Sunday, you should maybe double pray that God forgives you for that because pretty much you're not respecting His time. At least that's how I feel about it. I don't know how other Christians feel about it. That's how I feel about laugh out. It is true. They only care about money. Money is the root to all evil. Says that deal right in the Bible. You know what, Jennifer? I think that's why I stay broke. Because every time I have money, I look around me and I see somebody else that needs it. You know what I mean? So how crazy would it be for me just to stack it up and just keep collecting this paper fiat instead of sharing it with the people around me that need it? As long as I got enough to pay these stupid bills and keep things going, then I'm okay. You know what I mean? As long as I can put food in my stomach, medicine in me to keep me alive, and yeah, a roof over my head, I'm good. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm just not somebody that needs a whole lot of extra. I had my time in life of having a whole lot of extra and feeling like I needed to, and had to have the coolest vehicle, and had to have, the hottest chick, and had to have, and all that stuff was just for nothing. All that stuff's gone now. I promise you that. That chick left when the money left. You know what I mean? And all that left when I got locked up. So you can believe it just all goes away. So enforcer, I doubt if it's. I hope you're joking about being a big drug dealer because A, I've never even heard your name on the streets, so you ain't that big. And for two, I don't. I don't know that I would be on the interweb, on the inner tube talking about it for sure. Because yeah, federal government indicted me, and it was one of the reasons they were able to actually get me the last time was because of photos and videos that were taken and posted on Facebook by an ex. So you better watch what you say. If you think you're anywhere close to tied to any kind of big deal, it's what you say on YouTube. You can believe the government's listening, especially on this guy's channel, because yeah, they definitely know who I am. So I don't know. I don't know if you want to do that, enforcer. I know, but I need you to send me an email so it's in my email so I can click on it and be like, okay, enforcer, I was going to give something to you on Christmas morning because I haven't wrote it down on anything. I will. I'll write it down, enforcer. You caught me being lazy over here in my little reclining chair in my room instead of having to go over here to the desk. But I got you. I'm at the desk now. I'll write you down. I'll put you on something. What's that? I did not want to have to stop this desk this early in the day. This is where I have to come to work. This is not where I want to spend Christmas morning. Okay. Let me see here. I'll plug you in. Let me plug you into the whole. I got you on the phone, so I'm gonna plug you into the laptop, into the whole setup, so I can see what I'm doing while I'm writing your name on stuff. Yeah. Make me go to work Christmas morning. Oh man, enforcer, lucky for you, I was putting together a whatnot wheel last night until like 4 in the morning, trying to get things ready. And I have a whole bunch of cool stuff laid out here on my table. So, enforcer, it's Christmas and it's your gift. So I'm gonna give you a choice. Do you want a rosy dime that's in AU condition? Do you want a Mert dime that's in circulating condition but still has a good date? Or, hold on a second. I got somebody knocking at my front door. I'll be right back. Well, I've got everybody on here. I'm live on YouTube. But me being live on YouTube doesn't interfere with that. I can take him and take care of that. If you, I mean, you just got up. So just let me know. Everybody on YouTube can come with me. I can take him. Y'all want to go with me to town? I got a neighbor that needs a ride somewhere here shortly. He come by to see if I can give him a hand. Devin, Devin needs to go to get something for his grandma, something to go with the Christmas gift. So I don't know. I might take y'all to town with me here in a bit. Oh, we're down to 5 people now. They all burn out. Guess what, Enforcer? Well, hopefully their Christmas is all kicked off, right? So okay. So Enforcer, you get to pick from a AU Rosie dime or a circulated Merc dime, or there's something else. What's the other option? Do me a favor and pick from one of those two right now, so I don't have to dig up anything else. No, but my ex called and told the police that, so they served me with a warrant. So what good does that do, Enforcer? As long as you're not a major drug dealer, I'm guessing that you have nothing to hide, right? They can issue you a million warrants. And you know how many warrants I've had served on me? I mean, if I've been arrested quite a few times, but I have been served more warrants for more things than, yeah, I've been arrested for, that's for sure. Hey, Enforcer, my favorite move was I used to know when they were coming to raid, so everything would be empty. By the time they got there, it'd just be a house that was lived in. They had stuff in it where people were living, but there'd be no people there. There'd be no nothing else. I used to like to leave them notes. Man, they'd get pissed off, and then they'd leave a copy of the search warrant and all the other stuff just right there. And meanwhile, the lamos never found anything because, well, I knew they were coming. Rock my baby one more time. That's it. I want a silver dime. Merry Christmas. Yeah, search warrants. That's what they were. They would have search warrants and they would come and search, but them houses would always be empty by the time they got there. Like me and my kids or none of my people would be there. There would be, as a matter of fact, the house in Missouri that's still sitting there that I'm not living in now still has a Christmas tree from when we vacated it. And oh God, what was that? Maybe 1998? Literally, there's still a decorated Christmas tree sitting in that living room of that house, along with everything else that is sitting there when I decided, hey kids, it's time to go to Kansas City. We're going on vacation. What they didn't know was that Dad got a phone call and that the FBI, the Berry County Police Department, was on their way to raid that house. They had just secured a search warrant. So the next call they got from me was from Kansas City, telling Mr. Mick Epperly, who was the sheriff at that time, that I had people, within arm's reach of him, but that he would not ever know where I was at that time. And that was a fact. I lived so deep in the hood in Kansas City, the police didn't even like to come there to pick up dead bodies. They literally would roll through there as quick as they could, no matter what. They would get phone calls and not want to respond for 30 seconds first in Kansas City, which is where I live. So whenever I took off from them other places, that's where I would go because guess who's going to defend you? Your hood. It was much better to have 60 guns pointing at them cops than just my one. Just how it is. That's why I live in the hood here where I live in Oklahoma City because that's where I'm comfortable. I know these cats around me, they got my back. You know what I mean? That's right. That is a fact. There is two statutes of justice in this world. But you know what though? Gumbo Gary, gotta be that way, right? We're supposed to gotta protect the women, so I could see where that way. But I'll tell you the injustice of it. This guy was a single parent, and I was a single parent of not only my own biological children, but a child that I love very much as my own. And the courts gave me custody of her as next of friend instead of next of kin because when my kids' mama left them with me, she left her also. So I raised Mallory, and I love Mallory. Mallory is my daughter. You know what I mean? She'll always be my kiddo, not by blood, but by choice, as I told her. So that is one of my 8 existing children that I tell you all about, that you all know about. Even though she is not biologically mine, I raised her from the time before she was 1. You know what I mean? So how crazy the system is this. None of that time did I receive child support from her mother. Now, that same mother, like I said, biological mother of my youngest kid, I had full custody of them when I went into prison. I turned over full custody to my parents because, well, somebody was going to have to take care of my kids, right? Can you believe they waited until just about the time I was released? So you say there are more we don't know about? No, that's it. I said I've got 8 existing children. So that is one of them is Mallory. She is my child, even though she's not biologically mine. I raised that little girl through over half of her life by myself. So I'm pretty sure that that still counts, right? Yeah. No. And oddly enough, whenever my youngest kid's mom got them back, she got her, but then she ended up going to live with her dad, who then took an interest in having her. Isn't that crazy? Her dad felt like she was safer with me than she was with her biological mom. So after she went with Tiffany, I'll just go ahead and throw that out there. After she went with Tiffany, her biological dad went and got custody of her and took her out of state. So I'm glad for that because, well, my ex is a true mess, and God bless the fact that she ever was allowed to keep pets, let alone children. So I don't know. I'm just saying, anybody that puts drugs over their kids shouldn't have kids. Meanwhile, that woman definitely did, which is why we could never be together. Because, yeah, she's a junkie, and that's how it is. I don't know. My kids come into my chat. R- rook me, baby, one rock me. Is that rook me, baby, one more time? Apparently, you don't know my channel very well because my daughter Jasmine comes in here all the time. My daughter and my son Xavier used to. The only ones of my kids that don't want anything to do with me would be JJ Crumpler because he is a rat and a snitch. And yeah, Everybody that is affiliated with me knows that, and he's lucky to be alive because I'm his dad, because he is a rat. So yeah, I have nothing to do with him, and he's the one child that has nothing to do with me for that purpose. We are definitely we're blood family. He carries my name, unfortunately, but he is a rat. So that's how that goes. I don't associate with rats, even if they come out my nutsack, because especially if they come out my nutsack, they should have known better. So that's that's where that lame-o's at, and that's the only one of my children that don't talk to me because he knows better. He ain't supposed to talk to me. That's one of my fan club trolls. Well, then they should get their facts straight, right? And the fact is that, yeah, that's the only one of my children that I won't have anything to do with. His gift for me was getting to stay alive after he become a rat. And he didn't even rat out on me. He ratted out on some other people when I was locked up. He's still a rat. If you're buying drugs and selling them and you get caught and you tell on the person you were getting them from, you a rat and you deserve everything that happens to you. That's all I can say about that. No, go ahead and leave them be to say some more lame shit that ain't true, so it'll be okay. Maybe next time, Miss Jennifer. Actually, you know what? I won't even I won't even let you do it. Here's what I'm gonna do. There we go. Just because you checked them out and decided they were a troll, I just banned them from the channel. Sorry, ruck me, baby, one more time. I think you were supposed to say rock and you can't spell. So maybe go back and figure out a different name. Yeah, no, he's that. No, Miss Jennifer, I was only half product of that child. He's his mama's rat. He would fit in more on his mama's side of the family because I believe his grandmother was a rat too, from what I understand on paperwork. As far as I know, Cassie always kept her mouth shut, which was his mama. But his grandmother was definitely a rat. Think it was supposed to be the F word. They're lame. Big troll. It'll be okay. Think it was supposed to be the F word. What are you lamos? They can't spell. No. We will agree to disagree about your child. That's right. Hey, I gave him life. It's not my fault. He doesn't, he does things differently with it. Hey, and I still speak good about the fact he has a tattoo shop and does things like that. But if I was you, I would never get caught up in selling drugs or guns around him because he will rat on you when he gets caught. That's just a fact. You know what I mean? If he ratted on one or two people, which I know for a fact he ratted on, then he'll rat on anybody. All those folks did was sell him weed. He got caught selling weed and told on them. That makes him a rat. I'm telling you, that's not good, right? Eesh. Believe this, I did more than one prison bit because of other people. And there is not a piece of paper with my name on it saying that they did anything. I promise you. That's a fact. And I have nothing to do with such things. Well, Well, Miss Jennifer, I don't know. I don't know. Everybody has their different little path in life, right? His path in life so far has been, yeah, over pot. That's right. That's right, Miss Jennifer. I mean, don't get me wrong. He got himself caught up in quite a little mess, but that was his own mess, right? What they do with their life is their own decision. That's right. And I mean, it seems to be working out okay for him, but I would never do any kind of business with him just because. Well, not now. Now where he lives, actually, it's recreational. But when he was, 17 and 18 years old, and yeah, that's how he got caught up. He was selling weed at school, and this little nut decides to bring in a backpack full, like 2 days or not even. It was a week before graduation. He was the class valedictorian. And yeah, gets caught with a backpack full of multiple bags of marijuana. And then, yeah, they were going to try him as an adult because in Missouri, you're an adult at age 17. And what he decided to do instead was rat on the people he got it from. Which shame on them because they were selling to somebody under 18. So they were already breaking my street rules, but I was incarcerated. What my rules was after that was, hey, y'all don't kill him, but teach him a lesson. You know what I mean? Because he definitely ratted on some folks. I don't even, no, I don't even like those people, but still, you can't be ratting on people. Yeah, that's low. That's what I'm saying. You can't be ratting on. You can't be ratting on people because you got yourself caught up. And you dang sure shouldn't be doing that with my last name because you were raised better. That's how I felt about that. It was an insult on top of everything else. My suggestion is if you can't handle the heat, don't cook in the kitchen, right? And for sure, Miss Annette, Merry Christmas. Yes, she was. Miss Jennifer was asking about you. I'm glad to see you. I hope you're feeling a little better this morning. Yeah. So for those of you that don't know me and don't know that I'm that way, well, you haven't been watching my channel very long. But I don't do good with rats. I don't associate with them a whole lot at all. Think that was one of my biggest insults in prison when someone was like, "Look, someone said they thought they found paperwork on you," and then they brought me the paperwork, and it was almost as lame as Kevin Rose putting up shit that had nothing to do with me, or half shit that had something to do with me. That half of that got something to do with my son that has the same name. So yeah, lame-os. So that's how it got brought to my attention was in the penitentiary because paperwork travels fast. And I was like, well, lamos, let's look at the date on this and see that I was incarcerated. So obviously, I'm not that Jeffrey Crumpler, right? Little lame was my son. My blood family's biggest complaint was, really? Are you not going to step in and save him from this? I'm like, hell no. If I was out there, I would take him to them. I still have a rap sheet to this day. There you go. Hey, trust me, I've got more people on face sheets that sign statements against me. My back is pretty blank of tattooing because I have a tattoo I'm gonna have done on my back, and it's gonna have a bunch of rats with each one of their names on the rat, and it's gonna have knives digging into my back. That's gonna be my back piece. So I just got to find a good enough artist that I trust to do it all. But that is what's going to be on my back. Every one of those names that was on them face sheets. Each one of them is going to have their own rat sticking a knife in my back. So there's that. Each one of them are going to have a special place where they belong on a rat on my back. Miss Jennifer, Jennifer Enforcer says he cooked ham also. Look here, we cooked ham for Thanksgiving. I couldn't get MJ talked into ham for lunch, and I can't eat a whole ham. It just wastes. So I didn't get no ham today. Missing that, I got no package yesterday, man. I'm sorry. It's because of the mail system missing that. I appreciate you, and it'll be here when it gets here. But y'all, during holidays, you know the mail gets backed up. They'll tell you to probably make it on time, and then it don't because, well, they got a lot of mail. You know, that's why I didn't want to pile y'all in the post office. And I like my post office people. Don't get me wrong. But when it leaves the post office, it's got to go to another place, right? So I like my post office people enough that I took them Christmas gifts day before yesterday when I took packages to the post office. Hopefully y'all did that too, right? Because your mail people, you gotta take care of the people that take care of you. They're bringing you all your packages. Just get them something to say thank you. You know. I'll be honest, I took all the guys a little piece of silver, and then I took the one gal that I talked to down there that's cute. I took her silver and some cherries. So, see, there you go. Just do something simple for your postal people. I told the guys they got no cherries, they only got silver because, well, they're guys. So far, y'all, I set up last night putting together the next whatnot will. Really? Let me see. So far, I've got a 2 ounce tombstone on there. I've got some stuff. We got some stuff going on that next whatnot, Will. Here's the major question, Miss Annette. How are you feeling today? We've been worried about you. Miss Jennifer was asking how you were before you showed up in the chat. Everybody was a little concerned they hadn't seen you. Holy cow, I can't get the lid off my vape. This thing was being negative to me. I'm like, come on. I don't smoke a lot of sativa, y'all, but there's sativa in there. Yeah, sativa in one end and indica in the other. Talk about a two-sided sword, right? You're resting today? How did Christmas go for the little guy? He's with his dad today, huh? Tom Kinger, good to see you. Merry Christmas. I can't find vape here. Well, that's terrible. Hey, if you do, Enforcer, you should get the Jeffify. It's made by a company called Boss, which is really funny because that's what people call me most of the time is Boss, or they call me Jeffify. I got my own brand. How you like that? Spanish twist to it. You have to be around to understand. But 90% of the time, people here in the neighborhood, they call me Boss when they see me, or they call me Jeff, just Jeff, like quick. It's it's usually coming out of someone that's in a hurry. Thank gosh you are okay, Miss Sue H. How are you doing? Miss Sue H, I'm gonna get my life together, go shave so I don't have this little bit of a shadow from not shaving yesterday. And then I'm gonna pop up and I'm gonna open up your Christmas present. Yay! I got a Christmas package, y'all, and I've been dying to open it for a week and better. Ugh, shake off them daggum Valium they got me taking. I hate taking that stuff. Gives me the yawns, y'all. I have to stay really motivated moving in order to stay motivated moving. You have an amazing day too, Tom. Merry Christmas. God bless you. Hang on for a while. I'm hanging on for a little while. I hear MJ in there on the phone. Hey, don't use me for an excuse. If that's your family, you better go hang out with them. She's like, I don't know what we're doing. Jeff's in there streaming. I can hear her. She can't hear me because I got a camera in my living room, y'all. And the monitors ran to back here. So that way, in case I get a home invader when I'm streaming, I got a chance to pull something out to welcome them to my bedroom door. Kind of my intent. Kind of like at the shop. It gives me enough chance that if they come through that front door, you can believe this, they going right back out that door. One way or another. Meanwhile, I'm not the call the cops guy. If I have to shoot you, I am not supposed to have a gun. I'm definitely carting you off somewhere else and, well, hope they still find you when you're alive. Because I ain't not calling the police here. And neither is anyone else that lives here. Trust me, I had to help them cart off somebody the other day. If you get shot here, we are removing your body. Someone else can call the police for you someplace else. And no, the one I helped cart off the other day wasn't one that well, Miss Jennifer, they gave it to me in doses for days at a time and built it up in my system to where now I can function and be awake. And trust me, I used to take a lot more than just Valium and function. So I'm not real happy about the fact I'm having to take it, but it's supposed to help with the seizures. And yeah, trying to do what I got to, right? Yes, it does make my fuse shorter because I don't like the feeling of it. Yeah, it makes Jeff's fuse shorter than an M80 on the 4th of July. Hey, that's true. Hey, I'm telling you, Jelly Roll knew what he was writing when he said one drink away from the bottle. You know, that's one drink away from the devil. Well, I'm that same way with pills or alcohol. That's believe it or not, that's why I knew they weren't for me. And it's not good, you know what I mean? Well, Miss Jennifer, let's just say this. When people get shot around here, most people ain't trying to explain how they got shot around here or why they shot them. So it's just best to cart them off down the street somewhere and then they become someone else's problem. See? Diazepam. Yep. Yep. That's what it is, unfortunately. But it's mixed in with there's 3 in 1 in one of these pills I'm taking. Got the Valium diazepam crap in it. So when they started me on them, I had to take day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, and it's because each day was a stronger dose until I got up to day 5, which is what I take now every day and every night. So it does. It gives me this little every once in a while. I'm like, oh, I get a yawn, but say it's supposed to help with seizures. That being said, day before yesterday, I had a seizure. Why I didn't do Monday night is because, well, it wasn't it wasn't a good day for me. So there y'all have it. That's why you missed me Monday night, because yeah, I had a seizure, and it had been a while since I had a seizure that bad. But so it does seem to be helping somewhat, I guess, but it didn't take them away completely. Good thing was is MJ was here for this one, so I never know what it looks like when I'm having a seizure. But I'm supposed to tell them. I'm supposed to kind of keep track of the days and times and when it happens. And yeah, so it, at least she was here for this one, so she knew I had it. 'Cause I didn't know, you know. All I know is I come to in strange places. Merry Christmas, Jimmy Licari. Still something I'm trying to figure out. I mean, yeah, like I said, apparently it happened to me even when I was in Florida, and I just didn't know what it was that was happening or what had happened. I just don't even ask me what I thought. I thought, man, I must have smoked too much weed. Couldn't even. I don't know what happened. I stiffened up like a board and fell over straight into that cabinet. Well, that's not what happened. I'd had a seizure, and I didn't know what it was. So how do you know, Mister? Roll the camera before you go down. No, you can't, right? Gate Smasher, Merry Christmas. Going to the neighbors for dinner. Well, thank you for sharing all the awesome Christmas videos with us. I'm telling y'all, I celebrated Christmas with Gate Smashing them. I was watching them having fun, just watching them, thinking, man, now that is cool. Me and my family, we never did no stuff like that. They had some, they were doing some stuff. They were having some fun. You hear me? I ain't never even seen a family have that much fun at Christmas. To me, that is, I don't know. There's the reason why you got to share that stuff, right? My family is pretty quietly organized. You sat in a circle, you waited to do your turn to open up something. You did not interfere or talk out of line. If you did, some shit was about to go down. So that was how Christmas was going to get ruined, is if you did not do your part in just being quiet. You know what I mean? There was no, you just needed to be quiet and just wait your turn and do your stuff quietly. That was the best way to function with my family. That was, you just, that's how you did it. You just tried to slide by. Now for my kids and myself, my kids would get up at like the ass crack of dawn, right? Sometimes them little suckers would be up before the sun was ever even thought about being up. And but this is the other thing about me. I raised my kids. I'm a realist, and I raised my kids as realists. You can believe this. By the time they started kindergarten, they knew Santa Claus was not real. I was not raising them with a life of lies. You know what I mean? My kids had to be raised that, hey, the cop's going to talk to you at school about drugs, and your job is to tell them, no, my dad don't do drugs or sell them ever. Period. You know what I mean? I mean, I was a single dad that was a realist, and that was how that went. And even when I was married, my good wife Danille was their stepmom, and she respected that, and I think she had a lot of respect for that because I never raised my kids with, "Hey, the tooth fairy was real. There is no such thing as the freaking bunny rabbit that's bringing you Easter eggs." For one, a rabbit can't even have eggs. You know what I mean? So that's my kids were raised that way. I was like, don't tell the other lame kids at school that you know that the Easter bunny ain't real because that will hurt their feelings. But the reality of it is he ain't real. You know what I mean? It's your dad that's buying this shit. So y'all better behave if you want more of it. That's what I told them. I was like, that's it. You just gotta behave for me. Do your little chores, do your homework, and you'll get all the gifts you want. You know what I mean? Just make a list of what y'all want. My kids can tell you this for fact. They didn't do without anything. This guy was selling drugs for a reason, and that was so I could give my kids a better life. And they went to school with Air Jordans on their feet and the best of clothes, and they did all the stuff. So yeah, they can't ever complain about that. None of them. That's a fact. I didn't have that growing up. That's why I wanted that for them. You know. And the fact is, it wasn't Santa Claus or the Easter Bunny that was buying it for him. And I was raised that way because my grandparents and my mom. I mean, she would read the Bible story to us. So that's what I did with my kids. I made them aware of the fact that it was Jesus' birthday. And just like I tell you all, how would you all like for it to be your birthday and everybody to be celebrating it, but no one say happy birthday to you? You know what I mean? Everybody was saying thank you to this Santa Claus person, but no one was thanking you for your birth that literally saved all of their lives, right? So I was inspired as a child that that was the reality of it. So that's what I taught my kids. The reality of Christmas was this is Jesus Christ's birthday. And even though it's not technically his birthday, it is the day that we recognize as his birthday and that we celebrate his birthday. So that's what I always made Christmas about. I made Christmas about that, not about the red-nosed reindeer, not about Santa Claus. It was about the birth of Jesus and the fact that we give gifts to one another in his honor because the three wise men brought him gifts. You know what I mean? That is technically what Christmas is about, y'all that don't know. Just throwing that out there. Merry Christmas, SkyQuest. Aim. Oh nine. Merry day after Christmas. Merry Christmas after. I hope you're doing well. Mega love shout out, my friend. Maya Bunta. Good mid morning to you. I don't know how to say mid right in Tagalog. Let me think. Malin? Mm, so, mm. Aim. How do I say midday in Tagalog? You can tell me. You can write it in the chat. I can read it. I got you, Aim. Merry Christmas. Aim, when you gonna come to the U.S. and spend the Christmas with us over here? She can come over here and kick it like a rock star, huh? Tell her, y'all. Aim, I'm telling you. No, I don't know where she's at. It's beautiful. I don't know if I'd want to come over here or not either. She's got an awesome, awesome little, yeah. Magadan, Ugo, um, Magadan, Magadan, Ungo. Magadan Ungo? I am not saying that right, am I? Magadan Ungo. Magadan Ungo. Megan, I'm gonna go. Yes, I hope I can go there and celebrate Xmas with you. That'd be awesome. Hey, if you could come here and celebrate Christmas with us, that would be cool. That would be like the best Christmas. Yeah, y'all would have fun with AIM. I'm telling you. Merry Christmas, Sky Quest. AIM, that'd be amazing. I would know what I'd look. I would be just so excited. I'd be like, oh my gosh, that would be a Christmas gift in itself. Ah. So then all you YouTubers out there in the coin community or resale community, Miss Jennifer, would all have to get together with us for Christmas. We'd all have to get together. We'd have to send out the tour bus to pick everybody up. That would be awesome. So, AIM, what did you all do for Christmas yesterday in the Philippines? I've seen some of the different videos, but did you did you get all your wishes like under the tree? What was the best Christmas? What was your I'm not gonna ask that because we shouldn't probably say that in front of other folks, right? You don't want to make anyone feel badly about the gift they gave you. But what is something you got that you really wanted? Like there must have been something you were really wishing for Christmas. You didn't get to come to the U.S. for Christmas, so you didn't get that wish. But what did you get that you wished for? Dun, 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 dun. I wished that we could get flowers to Mr. Jack's wife, and apparently we failed. I failed somehow. I don't know how. I can't call them until tomorrow, but I'm gonna call them tomorrow and find out how that was an epic fail. I do know they already got the money according to my online banking, so I don't know. They got paid. They just can't find Mr. Jack's house, I guess. As usual, celebrate Xmas with friends here, but I really miss my family in the Philippines. Aw, right? Well, maybe you'll get to see them. How long has it been since you got to see the rest of your family, Aim? Aim, don't feel bad. I haven't seen my family in, I don't know. I haven't seen my mom in a year and a half. It's really about the only family I left besides my kiddos. And my kiddos have got their own families and doing their own thing. My best gift is all y'all, because I get people to talk with and hang out with. Even though my throat's all scratchy this time in the morning because, well, I was up till lame hours of the night singing. singing and doing packages and but my niece was exposed recently to COVID-19, so no go. Aw, SkyQuest. Sorry to hear that, SkyQuest. Well, hopefully they'll clear her and you'll be able to go and visit soon. That sucks. $19.19. What? That's a crazy looking year on that Merc dime. 1919. It's kind of a cool year, right? So, hey, Enforcer, you never picked what you wanted, man. Are you still in here? You got to pick between a Rosie dime and a Merc dime, Enforcer. You need to pick so I can mark it for you before I forget you done got something gave to you today. Hey, there's another 1919. Must be a good year in the Merc dimes here. Guy Quest says we'll get together soon. I hope so. I hope you get to get together soon. Sometime SkyQuest with your family. I know you miss them. 1927. 1919, 1924, 1927. Hey, Miss Sue H. Miss Sue H, I'm waiting to open up your present. I'm gonna go shave first so I can show my face. Everybody was like, you don't ever show yourself anymore. And, well, I just ain't felt up to it. But I'm going to go jump in the shower and shave. MJ's in there trying to manifest a house. Poor girl. She's got this house here that every time she drives by, she's always like, I'm going to live in that house one day. I don't know. Everybody's got their dream house. I just don't see it. I, I don't know why she's picked that house, but everybody's got their own thing, right? God bless her. Got her eye on this one house that I guess she's had her eye on for a while. I myself. Hey, I can hear you out there, youngster. Hey, open up the door. Come in. You want to say hi to everybody on YouTube? Yeah, they can't see you. I'm just on the phone talking to them.
Another day. Merry Christmas, everybody.
That's Devin, y'all, the one that helps with the pouring the silver. We want y'all to have a Merry Christmas. I think they're getting ready to take off and go grab some last minute stuff, huh? Is that where you're going?
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Be safe. Be safe out there.
Yep, you too. Thank you.
Maybe someday you can buy MJ her dream house. You never know. Ah, well, I mean, if I, had $1 million extra dollars, I'd get a dream house for MJ.
I wish everybody a super gay Christmas.
This guy, what's wrong with him? He had on his Tom McDonald face when he come in here and said that. Lame-o. MJ said, what did you just say? That boy is a mess, ain't he? Merry Christmas, Devin. Oh my goodness. That's what happens when you listen to too much Tom McDonald. You come in here with the Tom McDonald mask on saying something great. Ugh. He got me a big file thing he brought me yesterday so I can start working on that other furnace again so he can get back to helping melt some silver. $24. These Merc dimes, 24 must have been a busy year. Seems like I got a few of them. 1917, a little older. 1916, that's a little older. I think that's first year, ain't it? 1916. 1927. Telling you 27, 24. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Yes, we appreciate you. Don't mind me. I'm just going through Merc Dimes, trying to get things ready for whatnot while I'm visiting with you all. What do y'all think about that? My floors on the whatnot wheel, I'm trying to make most of them like Merc Dimes and other cool stuff instead of just rosies. Merry Christmas, furry! Merry Christmas. Oh my goodness. Hey, are you telling me y'all trying to go someplace you don't even know if it's open? Oh Lord, here we go. Somebody Google it. MJ? Hey MJ, I can't Google it for you. I need to turn on this mic on this camera so I can talk to them in the living room. Just be like, hey, instead of yelling through the door, huh? Hey MJ, Google it. Dollar Tree might still be open somewhere. Hold on a second, y'all. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go try to help them find where they're trying to figure out where to go. Hey, what about a Dollar Tree or Dollar General? You're probably gonna be looking at either Dollar Tree or go to the gas station. Gas station. Which one's got the big gas station? It's got everything in it. Yeah, go to OnQ or one of them. If OnQ ain't got it, then maybe one of the ones that dang man, you might have to get closer to downtown in the city. I'd be someplace. I would say OnQ. Try one of the big gas stations, MJ. Hey, if you end up at a gas station, you got some eggnog. Grab me one if it ain't got today's date on it. Youngster, grab me an eggnog that ain't got today's date on it. It'll be Highland Dairy. It'll be by the chocolate milk and strawberry milk. Thank you. If anyone asks what you got for Christmas, tell them eternal life in heaven. What else do you need? That's right. There you go. Midnight Gardener, welcome in. That's it. That is exactly, hey, that is the greatest gift ever, right? That's what I tell people. I'm telling you. Can you imagine that? Somebody decided they would go ahead and come to Earth just to suffer through a bunch of stuff just to give us lamos a second chance. What? That's a pretty good gift, right? I'm telling you, I wouldn't have done it. That's why I say y'all lucky. Jesus is a way better person than any of us because I don't know though. If someone was to tell me, hey, if you were to give up your life today, then all your people you know could live forever and be happy, I would definitely give up my life for that. So maybe that's what he was looking at, right? Maybe he was like, I created these folks and I love them, so I don't want to watch them not get to live forever with me. So there you go. He gave us all a chance, right? Not because he had to, but because he wanted to. At least that's my thoughts on it. I'm gonna add two more 90% mercs to this will. It's kind of going to be my floors on my will. Is going to be mercs and rosies. Probably not going to be doing a bunch of 1 grammers anymore because, well, the 1 grammers cost me more than freaking mercs and rosies do. That's why he needed to be fully God and fully man. That's right. There you go. And here's the deal. I've learned this in life. You know, when they would send, don't get me wrong, I think it's great that preachers go into to prisons and things like that. But this is the deal. When they would send in some people to talk to us about getting right, who were dressed up in suits and didn't have any tattoos, didn't have no scars across their face, didn't have any scars across their hearts, you could tell, right? When they came in. And they had all good intentions. And it's good that they were bringing the word of God in there and sharing it. But believe me, a bunch of criminals ain't trying to talk to someone that they don't feel like they got nothing in common with, right? So a lot of times what they were saying was probably falling on deaf ears because just the way they were dressed or looked or whatnot. So I think that sometimes you got to hear it from someone that's like Jesus. Jesus come in man's flesh, human flesh, so that he could set an example of the fact you could walk the right path right here on earth, that it's going to be very uncomfortable. It might ultimately cost you your life doing the right thing, but that was his example to us in a physical sense. Like he came down here and walked this earth, right? He had to go through the same pain. And he went through all that pain on that cross for all of us. He had to go through all the same growing pains growing up. He was a child, had to figure out how to obey his parents. I think all that's written about in the Bible. Like even when he didn't obey his parents and was like, well, I'm doing the Father's work. And he still got in trouble at home a little bit. You know what I mean? That was just part of the deal. Yeah, he does that a lot. He goes into prisons and talks a lot. And with Life Change in Missouri, when I was there and doing that, that's what I'd been signed up to be able to be do that, right? To go and start talking to inmates. I had to wait until I was off paper for a year, which now it's been more than a year, and it's been a couple of years actually. So it's been over a couple of years. I've been off paper for dang near 3 years, Joe. The longest ever in my life. Like I had been on paper since I was a juvenile. He's got a few of there's a few videos of him going into prison and juvenile facility because that's how he started up. Same way I did, juvenile facilities. And it's where most of it start when you live a life of crime. It starts when you're young, believe it or not, and kind of where you're at. At least for me, it's just kind of where I was at, where I chose to be. But that was a decision I made when I was young, and then I, yeah, had to live with it ever since. Ah, happy birthday, Jesus. That's right. I hope all y'all have told him that this morning already. It is his birthday. Oh, well, Sky Quest. Thank you. So y'all, y'all gave. I'm telling you, God put God put YouTube on that tablet that day. If not, none of us would have ever had this conversation or any conversation because, yeah, I might would still be in the Oklahoma area, but for brief periods of time, I would probably be closer to my daughter Jasmine down in Mexico had I chose that life, had I chose to continue down that path. Now, when I go down to the border to visit her, I can just go to visit her. I'm not working. You know what I mean? So that's a plus. That's a plus. Hey, some of y'all was needing some proof California quarters, and I didn't have any. So I went through and yeah, we got some silver proof California quarters now. So if any of y'all were wanting those state quarters, it seemed like a lot of people was requesting those on Whatnot and on YouTube. So in the future, not today, but I do have some silver proof California quarters for you. Just saying. I went and you know excess. I was like, I had some people. Valium yawn. I had some people. That's what I call it every time to make me yawn like that, because that's what it is. That stupid, yeah, stupid Valium. Okay, okay, I got some Oregon proof quarters, some Virginia Islands proof quarters, Virgin Islands, so Virginia Islands. So furry, I have some. I look here. I told MJ yesterday. She found me some eggnog. They were out at the grocery store. So when she went to work, I was like, "Hey, stop at the gas station, and they'll have some." Bet y'all didn't know that they sell eggnog year round at the gas station, right next to the strawberry milk and the chocolate milk in the Highland Dairy section. That's because, yeah, the Nesquik does not make eggnog. So if they do, I've never seen it. And she says, "Uh-oh, what did I do? You didn't do anything." So I had her stop and get some. She brought me some last night. Expiration date on it is the 25th, like today. You know, so I drank one of the things last night, and I've got one for today. But hopefully they find another one at the gas station that's not got an expiration date of like today or yesterday. Got to watch that stuff in the gas station. They don't change them out right sometimes. What did I do with my pen just now? I'm sitting here writing things down. What did you do, Furry? Furry, are you bringing me a pizza, please? And thank you. 90% silver proof quarter. Proof quarter. Proof quarter. Oh no, Furry. No, ma'am. No, no, no. Never drink milk products past the expiration date. Please don't do it. Furry, if you do that, I can't know about it. You just gotta do it, not tell me. Don't. No, no. Mm-mm. Oh my goodness. It is so much better than the store bought, but I don't know how to do it right. Furry. I should know how to do it because my mom, my grandma, they used to make it, but I never learned how to make it like homemade. So I just buy the Highland Dairy stuff. It works. Everything homemade's better. What do you mean? I know. Don't mean I can make that happen though. I don't know how to. If you don't know how to make it, you don't know how to make it. Right? I don't know how to make it. All right, two more proof quarters going in the whatnot will. I'm sitting here putting things together for the whatnot will, y'all. So this is how this goes down. Check this out. Bam. Here is a bag of goodies. Don't mind all this other stuff. Ah, my work table. Flyers and everything just hanging out. What I do. So here is a bag of stuff that I'm loading up for the whatnot will. It'll be coming up either this week or next week, depending on how I'm feeling. So there we go. We got 2-ounce silver in there already, 1-ounce copper. Got some marked dimes, got some proof quarters. Yeah, got some stuff going in there. So that's what so far is on the wheel. Don't worry, there's going to be a lot more. That whole bag will be full by the time I'm done with the wheel. Yep. What do you think, Miss Sue H? She's like, I think you need to go take a shower and shave so that you can open up my Christmas gifts, huh? That's what she's thinking. I want to be able to show you myself when I'm opening them up for you. Plus, I told other people that were like, you don't show yourself anymore, Jeff. But yeah, I've been sick, y'all. So give me a chance to go shave and try to feel like I at least look better. So I don't, I don't want to break the camera. Merry Christmas, Mr. Tom's Coins. How you doing? Hey, I'm not that good looking of a guy anyway, so whenever I really don't look great, that's bad. You don't want to see that. More stuff I'm going through for the whatnot will. More Roosevelt dimes, proof quarters, more Merc dimes. Going through different years and looking at them for people that need book fillers. I'm trying to pick out certain years, but those are like 1916, 1917, 1919. I think the only thing I was missing there was the 17. Yep. So I'm working on those kind of things. And I'm lining up giveaways for later on when we go live, right? Meanwhile, I will be doing a live auction on Whatnot tonight. I'll probably do more giveaways on there than selling things because it's Christmas and, well, just seems like the thing to do, even though my whatnot show is not until after hours. I just yeah, I have more fun doing that sometimes. I just, yeah, maybe I can pop up, do some giveaways on there, and get somebody some Christmas spirit too, right? So we're gonna be doing that later on tonight. Your voice always makes me smile. But I can't believe MJ is clowning around. Yeah, she out there clowning around. She had to give youngster a ride. They needed something. His grandma needed something from the store. They're doing like a family dinner at their place down, you know, our neighbors. What you do, you help your neighbors out, right? And Miss Peggy just had a knee surgery, so she can't drive herself. So MJ volunteered to do it because I was on here with you all, or else I would have gave them a ride myself. But they'll go do what they got to and be back. Meanwhile, when they're gone, I think I'm gonna go jump in the shower and shave so I can pop back up with you all. Miss Annette, I'm falling asleep, so I gotta get off here. Miss Annette, we love you. Big hugs. Merry Christmas. Go get some rest. I'm gonna jump off here and go jump in that shower and then shave this face, and I'll see you all here in a bit. All right, all right, all right, y'all. Merry Christmas, and remember this: God loves each and every one of y'all. He loved you enough that He gave His Son to you all as a gift for eternal life. You know that? That's pretty amazing. That's a lot of love because as lame as my JJ is, I would never give him up for y'all. I'm sorry. I just don't know. So that's a lot of love, right? That's what I'm saying. So just know God loves you enough to give you Jesus, and Jesus loved you enough to come down here and give up his life for you. And know this guy appreciates the heck out of you. And I'm going to see you all here in a little bit. We're going to do some giveaways and have some fun throughout the day. And I want you all to keep your head up. Know you're not out there alone, okay? Not all of us has got families here to celebrate with, and that's how it is. So we got each other. And I'll see you all here in about an hour. Give me an hour to get in the shower and get my life together. All right? All right, y'all. This is Jeff Crumpler, JC Stacker, telling you this for fact. God loves you right where you're at. Meanwhile, happy birthday, baby Jesus. I hope to see you all here in about an hour or so. Give me a chance to get some food in my stomach, a razor to my face, and I'll see y'all here in a bit. All right, y'all. Remember to keep your heads up, your feet down, keep reaching for those stars. Keep stacking that silver, that copper, that gold, whatever it is you like to stack, y'all. Keep on stacking it. I'll see you in the next one. Hey, treasure woman, Merry Christmas. Big hugs from across the pond. Tell the family we said Merry Christmas, God bless you, and we'll see you here in a bit. All right, y'all. Go out there and bless someone else. Have a great day, y'all. Merry Christmas. Bye. I'll see you in about an hour.